G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. This is part 2 of a 3-part Build 179 commentary that I played on Summit, and it is a dual perspective video where I have my view as commander. In the main view and in the top right hand corner of your screen, repairing a power node right there, you have Tempest, and I've got both views going for the entire part 2 and part 1, so if you haven't seen part 1, go and check it out. But what's different in part 2 is I have Tempest with me right now.
Hello.
Tempest is going to talk about some of the things that happened in his view while I talk mainly about what is going on in my view. So right now I believe I'm working with Thresh and Heretic here in flight control. I'm jumping all over the place. I've got a lot going on, but definitely a push going on in flight control. I'm dropping an armory in flight control to try and heal up these Marines. I found that in this build, you try to spend a lot of money on med packs and ammo packs, but you find that you just don't have enough because you want to build max and arc cannons. So the best thing seems to be to drop armories where you're pushing. Tempest, what are you up to there?
Well, we just asked you for an extractor, which you just put down in surface access. All the action is going down on your side of the map, but we're just holding surface access and not really fighting anything at the moment.
That's why I'm really excited about having your perspective in this game, because I was doing a lot of work over on flight control and your squad was just going off. Like right now, you're going into generator while red squad is attacking flight control, and I would have no idea this was going on because I'm a pretty crap commander, so my multitasking just wasn't happening. What's going on right now?
Well, we're repairing the power node, so I think this is a great example of NS2 teamwork. Me and Volcano, I think it was, we're both just covering one Marine as he repairs the node, and just covering him while he does that.
Yeah, I can see Gizzard's repairing the node there, and Tempest and Volcano are both covering him, so that's some excellent teamwork there. And it's really good to see. That kind of thing is the kind of moment that you get in NS2 that you just don't get in other games, I've found. Red Squad's still pushing into flight control, having a lot of trouble there. Oh, I accidentally dropped an arms lab instead of an armory, and I can't recycle it because it hasn't been built. So a big fail from NS2HD there, as Elodia and someone just died as well trying to build that. I asked my team if they could still build it so I could recycle it. Unfortunately, there's a lurk there and now a skulk as well that are making that very, very difficult. And I don't have a lot of team res at the moment, and I believe we've only got 1 or 2 extractors. How's it going in generator, Tempest?
Still doing what we're doing. We know all the action's going down on the other side of the map. We're just trying to hold out our position in generator and service access, and we're going to push onto the hive in a second, I think.
And there you go, the lights are on, so we're going to get a push into the hive maybe, or maybe running back towards flight control. I remember this actually because flight control got nailed by a couple of skulks, and now Tempest is moving back into flight control to try and recover that situation. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to micro my buildings in flight control, where Heretic is building up that arms lab like a real baller, and after that hopefully he'll be able to build the armory and we'll be able to move on from this horrendous mess that I've created. The reason I did that is because the arms lab icon is the same as the armory icon at the moment, and while I'm sure that will change, it is a little bit confusing at the moment. Dropping a med pack for him to assist him in building that up. Tempest just went down to something. What happened there, Tempest?
Got ambushed by a skulk, is very good. I was useless to my other 2 teammates, but they took care of him.
Yeah, so when you're moving out in a corridor like that, you've got to cover each other, definitely. So definitely not you being useless, just maybe your teammates didn't have you covered at that point in time. But Tempest is spawning up again there, and he'll be moving out again soon. Volcano and Giza, the remains of his squad, are currently red squad, and they look like they're securing flight control. Meanwhile, blue and what used to be green, the squads are dynamic. They just form themselves out of whatever players you happen to be looking at the time, and they can see what squad they are in the bottom left of their screen, so it makes it easier to give squad orders. For example, right now I could say, hey, Giza and Volcano green squad, could you please do X? And they'll be able to see that they're green squad and do it. So you're moving back to join them, Tempest?
Yeah, and I think this might be the push down to the hive where we go through surface access again, or maybe this is, you might be asking us to build up a small base, but we're generally just sticking to our tactic of holding surface access and generator.
Well, check that out. As you moved into that corridor, Volcano had your back and started attacking that skulk that was trying to sneak up on both of you. So there's an example of that teamwork covering each other you've got to do in Natural Section 2, dropping a robotics factory in the middle of flight control here. The reason I'm doing this is because the arc pathing is a little bit iffy at the moment, and you will see that as I push forward with arcs later on. Because it's a bit iffy, you sometimes need to build factories where you want the arc. Andrew, the new programmer for Unknown Worlds Entertainment, who previously worked on StarCraft, is currently working on improving pathing. And we all know how good the pathing is in StarCraft, so it'll be great to see if we get some of that great pathing in Natural Selection 2. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Tempest's first-person view is covering up Tempest in the RTS view right now. What's going on over there, Tempest?
You just dropped an armory and an infantry portal, and we're just building that up. I think I got scared a little bit there because I thought I saw a skulk. We're just building up your base and doing our thing while Green Squad takes care of that side of the map.
Yeah, I'm really excited by the fact that we've got Green Squad on one side of the map and we've got Tempest, who I can't see, Red Squad on the right side of the map. There you go, Tempest, Giza, and Volcano. So 2 groups of Marines. We've got 3 Marines on one side, 4 Marines on the other, both pushing down, doing different things, both setting up forward positions. It's really, really cool to have this going on. I'm so happy I've got the dual perspective so I can show you what's happening on both sides of the map. And I'm trying to make sure I keep my macro going and cover both squads, but that's a very difficult part of commanding because human players don't wait around like non-player characters do. And check this out, we've got an arc cannon moving down these stairs and hoping this will be able to do some damage. And I believe I asked both squads to attack Crossroads at once right now. Tempest, do you remember that at all?
I think I remember your order there, but like just as you gave that order, we lost power in generator. So now we're trying to take control of this area again because we were trying to hold that side of the map.
Okay, so generator has gone down again, the power has gone out in there, and we've got a big attack coming in Crossroads. So it's pretty cool that we've got Red Squad on one side of the map is distracting a couple of aliens, while the majority of the Marine team as Green Squad move in and begin to get this arc going on this hive. What's going on, Tempest?
Well, I remember when you said to attack in on Crossroads, we lost generator, and I was pressuring my teammates, let's just go for the hive, let's just go now. Now we've made our push. So Green Squad attacking that hive, and we've just come in and ninjaed this main alien start hive and tried to do as much damage as possible.
So this is definitely very cool. We've got a double-pronged attack going on. Pretty much ignore my view at the moment. I was having a lot of trouble with this arc. I didn't realize it couldn't deploy on infestation, and that's the reason I'm being a bit of a retard moving it around. I have dropped an armory for my teammates, but Tempest, how much damage do you want to do this hive? This is really cool.
We were trying to get in as much damage as possible because we knew the aliens were tied up with the other side of the map, and we just wanted to do as much damage with those shotguns and try and take out the hive before the aliens could recuperate.
The main hive's at 50.
Yeah, and you can see that there are a whole bunch of skulks moving down to Crossroads to try and kill this arc cannon, which is now finally deployed and attacking the harvester in Crossroads. And it looks like Red Squad did go down, but how much damage did you do to that hive, do you reckon?
I think we got it down to about 40%, but you saw just then a fade came in, finished us off. And then I warned the team that I thought it was coming up to surface access. So when I spawn in, I think I just make another straight charge for that surface access area.
Alright, so let's hope it doesn't because I want to win this game. And what's Thresh doing in here? I'm dropping him some sentry guns to try and hold the flight control position. You won't believe this, guys, but because I had not played NS2 Commander Mode for about 2 weeks, I forgot how to build sentry guns. And that's the reason that you haven't seen me get any sentry guns so far. And I'm finally getting sentry guns and an observatory to get phase gates, because I'm sure many of you have been sitting there watching this game going, NS2HD, where are your phase gates? And I just did not remember how to build them. So I'm going to get an observatory, research phase gates, and then we're going to get some phase gates out into these outlying bases. And I'm using up some of the spare res that I've been building up like a bit of a poor commander, and get some sentry guns in main base as well. Tempest, where are you moving out to right now?
Well, we just went back, we found that surface access, we still had that under control. I don't know if they killed the fade, but it wasn't there. We've got our shotguns back. And now we're just doing what we're doing, holding that side of the map, fighting off a generator, killing this extractor, then we're going to make another push into the hive.
And is that still Giza and Volcano with you?
Giza and Volcano, that was our squad.
So that's a great piece of teamwork there, people sticking together as a team and moving out repeatedly to attack squad objectives. No one going Rambo, everyone waiting for each other. It's really good. And Blue Squad fighting off 2 fades at once in flight control. This is not good at all. One goes down, Heretic and Elodia moving in to try and reinforce Delta 1, who only has 1 sentry gun to help him at the moment. I'm trying to drop another one now, and Tempest is inside the hive with Red Squad again.
This was a really devastating attack because the aliens were totally tied up on the other side of the map, and we could just wreak havoc on this hive. There was no one there. We all had shotguns, I think.
And this is great. I mean, I would, as a commander, I'm happy for them to send all their resources at flight control and try and kill flight control, while another squad just goes in and murder their hive. I could lose this armory, sentry guns, extractor, observatory, and robotics factory, and be happy that Red Squad took out the hive, and
there it goes. That was down. The fade came in, but just too late, and we managed to get all the damage and kill the hive.
Sweet. Sweet, and you can see there's a couple of Marines still in there, but look at the number of aliens in there. That is crazy. I'm finally looking at it in commander view, and that is just great. We've killed one hive, one more to go. I believe their second hive is in Crossroads right now. Tempest spawning out again, and you're moving back to ventilation.
Yeah, we really wanted to capitalize on what we'd done, so I just, as soon as I spawned in, maybe it was not a good idea because I didn't really try and regroup with Giza and Volcano, but I was just trying to capitalize on our push and do as much damage as possible.
And I can see you're now moving out to surface access, where no doubt the aliens will be trying to counterattack. Thresh and Heretic still in flight control, but Tempest is moving into surface access, and it doesn't look like the aliens have counterattack there. So we are maintaining our bases after killing that alien base. This is really, really cool. Tempest, did you get involved in the attack at flight control at any time, or did you stay on the other side of the map?
Not at all. Me, Gizzard, and Volcano, we all just focused on this side of the map and tried to do as much damage as possible. That was it.
Sweet, and looks like you're moving back in there to try and kill that Harvester. Thresh encountering a Fade in flight control, and he has gone down. Jonas Crab's still in there, fighting with the help of one sentry gunner. Lodia in there as well. Fade moving out like crazy. Looks like I'm having some trouble pathing the arc, but I do have a phase gate in there. Tempest, looks like you've just taken down some Hydras there.
Yeah, now we're just cleaning up. We're going to finish off these Hydras, finish off the extractor, and then I think we're going to have Alien Start under control.
And in praise of the alien team, it looks like a Gorge has tried to save those buildings. Because the hive died, the infestation died, but it looks like a Gorge tried to place some temporary infestation to keep it all alive. But check this out now. We have an arc cannon moving down towards Heliport. I don't know why I moved it to Heliport though, because there's no hive in Heliport. But either way, pretty cool to see an arc cannon moving out, and maybe I'll actually deploy it somewhere useful next time. Let's see. Where are you heading now, Tempest?
You see, Volcano's, we're operating as a little unit, and Volcano's saying, all right, let's push around to Crevice now that we've finished this off. So we were operating as our own little self-contained unit. Once we'd finished Alien Star, we moved off on our own and tried to push into Crevice and try and link up to the other side of the map.
And that's great. That means we've got a pincer movement coming all the way around the map. So while the main bulk of the Marine team was attacking down via Heliport, the small group, and look, here we go, you have grouped up here, you've moved in with the rest of the Marine team.
Yep, that was really great, but then unfortunately, I cut out.
Yeah, Tempest unfortunately crashed out of the game there, and that is the end of part 2. So if you want to see part 3, which will only be my perspective, but is very exciting because it is an attack on the Crossroads Hive, wait for part 3, which will be coming out very, very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.